How's it going, everyone? And welcome to this odd stream. This setup is kind of ridiculous. I started doing this like 10 minutes ago, no kidding. I just had lunch and I completely forgot that today we had the Pokemon Direct, which I intend to react to, as I promised you yesterday I would try to if I could, and I can, so here I am. This is hard, okay? I don't know how I pulled this off, or even how I did any of what I did. I am proud of myself, but at the same time I'm kind of scared. I never did a stream like this before. And it's kind of... It's bound to be interesting, honestly. So now we're just making some time waiting and making sure that this is really going well this time. Because it's been a while since I actually did something similar to this. Oh boy, this is interesting. Huh, okay. Whew. I still don't know how I pulled this off, honestly. How the hell did I do this? Like, I had nothing of this ready, okay? I didn't have the thumbnail for the stream. I didn't have the layout for the stream. I didn't even have a connection to YouTube from OBS. This was all done in 10 minutes, and maybe now I realize I should have started a bit later because it's gonna be a while until the stream itself starts in Nintendo. But I can't wait, honestly. I can't wait. And after this, we are gonna do a quick break, like 20 to 30 seconds long. And I'll switch on to, I don't know, Ace Attorney. Since this is Ace Attorney week, I think we deserve to give it a proper credit. I made everything possible to make sure I was in time to react to this. I am kind of excited, not gonna lie. I'm really excited for this because this is Pokemon we're talking about. God, how long has it been since we had news about it? And I know I'm not doing anything particularly spectacular. Actually, I'm just on the page of YouTube right now. And I don't know, I'm just here to react to it live and say my thoughts on it at the end. Not gonna take too long on it, probably a maximum of like... They say it's 7 minutes of information. And I think it's bound to be like 15 minutes tops of me discussing what we see here. I am super excited, not gonna lie. But yeah, if you wanna visit the site, I'm actually gonna put this in the description of the video because I'm a nice guy and I like giving credit where credit is deserved. I'm also gonna get this thing off of the description as soon as my mouse starts working correctly. God damn it. Oh, oh my god, please work. Thank you. All the alterations were saved. Just making sure everything's all right here. All right, where is the... I put the link. Hold on. There we go, that's easy. Guys, if anyone's out there watching this right now, just let me know because I want to share this reaction with basically anyone that might be watching my stream. So anyone that could like be watching right now, just type it in chat. I am here. Let's see this. Let's unite Pokemon fans. Let's do this because I'm hyped. I am legit hyped. Alright, it's almost done. 2 minutes left. Let's wait. No, this is not the most entertaining content ever. I never said it would be. Why don't I have, like, Phoenix Wright ready to go as soon as the direct is over? Because I need to finish this game this week. I don't have any more chances to do it. But we're not here to talk about Phoenix Wright right now. We're here to talk about the Pokemon Direct, which is about to go live in... T-minus 1 minute, exactly. Oh, wow. What a nice segue. Oh, God, this is the first time I'm doing something like this, and I'm kind of scared what might happen. What might happen? See, I'm so nervous. I don't even get this right. That's kind of sad. Predictions for this. Honestly, I just expect them to announce a new gen. Although, let's be real, if they announce a remake of Sinnoh, which by the way is the background, I just chose Sinnoh for no particular reason. It's my favorite region, and I thought it would like coincide well with it. And obviously they're gonna announce a new gen, but what I really would like, there we go. It started on the stream. It's a bit delayed. Oof. This is gonna be good.
Welcome to the Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon. Welcome to.
Okay, I had 2 instances open. Sorry.
Today,
I'm gonna mute myself.
I would like to share some very special information with all of you. Pokemon trainers all around the globe have already enjoyed many adventures in the various regions of the Pokemon world. Along the way, trainers have encountered many different Pokemon, battled against countless other Pokemon trainers, and experienced stories all their own. And this year, a new Pokemon.
Oh God, I'm sorry, guys.
For all of you. We've prepared a special video to welcome you to the setting of your next adventure.
Yep, as I thought.
Take a look.
As I thought, Gen 8. Let's see. Huh. Oh. Dude. This looks actually really good. Really good. Really good. Really damn good. Really damn good, actually. They're utilizing a lot of the assets in Let's Go. Oh God, it's a bit too loud on my head. Sorry for the quality drop, it's OBS just not working properly. I'm sorry. Ooh. Dude, the game looks gorgeous. I'm really sorry for the lack of quality, as I said before. Whoa. Okay, that was pretty cool. What? Is that a... Yeah, that's a new Pokemon. What is it? Oh my God, it's adorable. It's a fire type. Oh, these are the starters. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. Yeah, these are the starters. Oh my God. A water chameleon. That's an incredible design. Oh God. Again, apologize for the quality. It's just streaming and watching videos does not work well. Okay, that was pretty cool. That was really good. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Dude! Hey Juanjo, thanks for coming in, man. How's it going? You came just in time. Holy crap, dude!
Today, we are pleased to announce all new entries in the main series of Pokemon RPGs for Nintendo Switch, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
Wow. Yeah, you missed it,
For
but...
an introduction to the adventure
Gen 8, basically.
Games, I'd like to ask this next guest to tell you more.
I'm Junichi Masuda from Game Freak, and I have been working as the producer for these titles. Right now, we at Game Freak are hard at work on the development of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. For the veteran Pokemon trainers who have experienced so many adventures with us up until now, for the new trainers who held a Pokeball for the first time in the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu game, or the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee game, And for all those out there looking to become Pokemon trainers,
I can't do anything about the quality. I'm really sorry. It's supposed to look gorgeous. I'm watching this on YouTube.
Role-playing games that will get any player fired up and excited.
I hope
Since these are new entries, naturally, you'll find that they take place in a new region, with never-before-seen Pokemon living there, and new adventures you've yet to experience. So let's turn to the director of these games, our own Mr. Omori, to hear more.
Okay, let's see.
I'm Shigeru Omori from Game Freak. I'm working as the director for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon
I can assume that,
The setting of these games is known as the Galar region.
The Galar region.
Galar is an expansive region with many environments, containing idyllic countryside and contemporary cities, vast plains, and craggy snow-covered mountains.
Dude, this looks like a peninsula. Where is this based on?
The people and Pokemon live here, and they've worked together to develop the industries in the region. Here in this region, you'll visit gyms with the newly discovered Pokemon you choose to be your first partner, aiming for the enviable and admirable title of champion.
Of course.
So let's get to know the Pokemon that could be your next partner.
There we go, the starters.
The chimp Pokemon, Grookey. This mischievous Pokemon is full of boundless curiosity. The rabbit Pokemon, Scorbunny, which is always running about, bursting with energy.
Oh god.
And the water lizard Pokemon, Sobble. It's a bit timid, shooting out attacks as it hides itself in the water.
As I said,
You'll choose
chameleon.
one of these distinct Pokemon to be your trusty partner, and set out across the Galar region on a new adventure.
Okay, this I was kind of hoping for Gen 4, but this is really good.
Never before seen Pokemon waiting to meet you and be discovered.
Scorchburn, yes.
On the development of these games, our goal has been to create the greatest Pokemon experience yet. We're challenging ourselves to try new things, while still treasuring what makes Pokemon special. So we hope you'll all be looking forward to the adventures awaiting you in the Galar region.
So, what did you think? Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield will be released simultaneously worldwide in late 2019. And that's not all you'll have to look forward to in 2019.
Let's see.
We've got plenty in the works for the Pokemon brand that we hope will delight you.
It's Sinnoh.
Thank you all for tuning in today.
Okay. It's time to take out this. This is exciting. This is actually pretty good. I'm gonna stay here a bit debating what just happened, because I meant the one on the stream behind Masuda. Oh, okay, yeah. All right. I need a breather. Gen 8 looks phenomenal, okay? As much as I want a Gen 4 remake, which, come on, let's be real, it's bound to happen. They've remade all the others, they're bound to remake Gen 4. I'm not saying it will be now, I'm not saying it will be in 1,000 years, but it's bound to happen. But holy crap, does Gen 8 look amazing. I am kind of hyped. I'm kind of glad they dropped like the system they used in Let's Go. Mega Ball here. Oh, what? One of the best special attackers in Pokemon history isn't enough. Anyways, I'm just saying this is a game changer. Well, not a game changer in the sense that Let's Go was with its pseudo capturing mechanics and stuff like that. I'm kind of glad they dropped a bit of those, but at the same time, I'm like, for those of the Pokemon fans that have entered in Let's Go, this might be like not a great time for it to change so rapidly. I mean, they'll get to experience the freaking phenomenal RPG series that is Pokemon for what it is. And Gen 8 looks like a good entry point for new fans. It's bound to bring back some classic... the mechanics are basically classic Pokemon. Random encounters, battle with random encounters, battle with trainers, level up, etc. Gyms. So they're basically abandoning all they were... I wouldn't say abandoning. All the stuff that was worked on in the Sun and Moon series and Let's Go is probably there. The assets are mostly from Let's Go, as you could see, but That's not too surprising since the games are going to be for the Switch. I can't wait to watch someone play through it since I'm never going to get a Switch as long as I'm alive. I'm sorry. Not because I don't like the console, but because I am literally unable to get one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to the release of these games. Alright guys, so after this short talk, it's time to move on to the main event of the day, at least for me, the main event for the Nintendo fans was the Direct, in which they probably just dozed off already. So guys, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, we are about to... I want the grass monkey. Hey, Pizza, thanks for coming in, man. How's it going? Alright, we are here. I just checked my my live stream, like, thingy, and it said that I had, like, audio protected by author rights. I'm not too concerned about that because many people do this, and I don't think Nintendo is particularly strict with directs. But either way, I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. Anyways, here we are. All hail the queen. Well, Pizza, you know the rules, man. No caps. Oh, this is way too loud, and I need to reduce this to the normal volume, and I need to do all bunch of stuff I was doing before. I deeply apologize for all the confused screaming I had. Let's go. So yesterday we stopped where? Where did we stop? Yesterday we stopped at... Yeah, we were about to talk to Meekins in prison, so let's go. Hello, useless cop. Alright. Let's talk. The day of the crime. Yeah, we just figured out... Oh! I forgot about this. I forgot. Hey, you can be excited. I'm excited. I'm super excited for that, actually. But yeah, just don't overexcite yourself. Sir, I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir. Sir! Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard office in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard in the evidence room. That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. My favorite star, like of a specific generation or of all time? The security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? And sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. Suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person, yeah! You idiot. Oh, from the Direct, huh? I gotta go for Scorch Bunny. Score Bunny. I think that's what it's called, right? Score Bunny. I think it was that. Yeah, I think it was that. That's probably my favorite. Meekins chooses oh, Ed passes out. True enough. What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand? Just like Miss Sky. Oh. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. No one brought Meekins to the Pokemon Center. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Oh my god, the burps. The burps, okay. Sir, why does it look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir? I just made you bleed, didn't I? Yes. I'm proud of myself, sir. Oh God, not again. If you have to label me as persecutor or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention. And alive and well as that. Oh yes, well that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Yes. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, I'd say it leads heavily on the total stranger side. So you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny apartment devoid of light or other creature comforts. I kind of feel bad for this guy. Not really, but whatever. I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. God damn it. And your hand, that happened when Detective Goodman was stabbed. Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? Sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were... Huh? And when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? And then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock, oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. That's some story indeed. Officer Meekins, this is for you. I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted to take a look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, that's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dream, and I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. Wow. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't want to have to do anything else with you. Can I go to criminal affairs? Is there something else for me? No. The police department entrance, maybe. Maybe a marshal is back. Oh God, where do I need to go? I hate times like these, actually. I really don't know where to go. Rise from the Ashes has that a lot. I've talked everything I had to with you yesterday, I think. No! No, let me... I'm choosing the wrong options, damn it! Alright, I want to go to the prosecutor's office. Alright, there's something I need to show him then. Or maybe I have to talk to him after showing him the knife. Nope. No, I want to... Oh, God. Leave him sad and scared. Maybe the ID? Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it! That's what? My hand was a blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember. I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing. I'd better pry into this one a little deeper. Okay, thanks. Crime details. Twitch plays Pokemon. The equivalent would be crashing against walls. Oh, imagine that. Yeah, imagine that. Like, Twitch plays Phoenix Wright. Oof. Oof. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. Guys, if you could share the stream and leave a like, that would help out immensely. We're trying to hit like 150 whenever we can. I know it's gonna probably take another year. Oof. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room, and that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Always guilty verdict. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me! What? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and laughed at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. Oh, what happened then? Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I woke, I was here. Right. What's the reason for arrest then? So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? I'm just checking to see if everything's alright. From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on tape. And you wait until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge, I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. Well, guess we'd better go check out the crime scene. Finally, get out of here. We don't need to talk to you anymore. Oh, where am I going? What am I doing going here? Alright, let's go. Security guard office. Okay, what next? Yipes, that sure is prickly. It must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. This cactus is a lot like my sister, actually. Miss Sky? Encased in a cold, rigid shell, with thorns pointing in every direction. Just like her. You know, I've been looking at this cactus for a while now, and I don't see the resemblance. Is that a lasso? Yes, it is. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Look, on the floor, a lasso! Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know! Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. Where is he? It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of here. Alright, then I need to go here, I guess. Oh no. Where do I need to go? The evidence room. Let's just walk in and won't open. Yes, I know, but where is he? There's a security guard uniform hanging here. It looks like it looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, and a leather. What was that called again? A punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Damn. Alright then, where the hell do I need to go? Oh, I didn't need to go back inside. Well, let's go to criminal affairs then. Ah, thank God. February 23rd, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the head detective's desk. It's Chief Gant. Are you sure this is all, You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's almost totally perfect. We checked the drawers, the lockers, the garbage cans, the coat pockets, the pillowcases behind the computer monitors, the coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The head detective looks a little flustered. Aha! Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, ho, ho, Chief Gann. Reporting for duty, sir. Wow. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? God, I love this character so much. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy. Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, we've had no end of trouble with the boys since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having one of our top people sitting in the defendant's seat. Now, you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Von Karma. It crushed the ant. A legend he was, a defeated in his 40-year career. But in court he fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of a turmoil, you might say. Well, I did do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? It's downright odd, I tell you. I mean, it happened at exactly the same time. The murder at the prosecutor's office? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. No, I don't, and I'm not sure I want to know. That's what it says. What evidence is this? No, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. This one in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets, can't stand them. You know, it's a full-time job just keeping the head detective's trap shut. Ah, you was the one you were picking on earlier. Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the head detective to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Okay, I need to present something. I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Ah, sorry, Righto. Okay, how's it going? You're in class. What the hell are you doing here? Get back to school. But it's nice to have you here for a while. Go find that guy who can't sit still out there, the busy one. The guy who can't sit still? Does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the dancing blue badger. Okay. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Yeah, okay. There's gotta be something. Oh my god. I missed again. There's gotta be something I can present to this guy. I need to think. Okay. Okay, so maybe now I can go back to the thingy. To the security guard office, that's it. No! There has to be something I can present to Gant then. Oh, I just saw that joke. God damn it, Wambo. I'm a bit late, sorry. Is there anything I can present to you? There has to be something. Oh! God, come on. Can I present my attorney's badge? Maybe there's nothing I can present this guy. Didn't ask about the glue. Oh. Maybe now I have to go back to Edgeworth? Ah, come on. I can't stay stuck one place. I need to finish this week. And that's no good, my dude. That's no good. Nope. Oh. I might have to look at a walkthrough. I'm not liking what I see. Oh god. Oh god, no. Stop. Okay. It has to be something here. Maybe if I examine. Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the Chief of Police want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So, nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Oh, there it is. Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. I'll make a note of that just in case. There we go. I should probably get a quick look around the crime scene. Can I go now, then? Tell me I can go to the thingy. To the guard office. Maybe they're talking about the real crime scene, like the prosecutor's office. That's about as red as a sports car can get. Yep, it's pretty red, alright. The body was found in Edgeworth's car trunk, and the lock on the trunk was broken too. So the question is, why did Miss Kite chose his car? So what model car is it? I think it was called a sedan or a coupe, something like that. Those are car types, Mr. Wright, not models. You're a guy, aren't you, Mr. Wright? You're supposed to know these things. Maybe it is about time I got my driver's license. Oh, that's right. Phoenix doesn't have a driver's license. Ha! Alright, okay. Let's try presenting the let's try examining the lost item report. A half-written document, the date to be submitted to the chief. I'm trying to think. Where the hell do I go? Hey, Gant. Nope, not this guy. It's gotta be someone, though. I'm sorry I'm not all here today. Maybe it's Angel. I don't know. I really don't. I really don't know. You. Oh. She didn't even look at it. Yeah, we've seen this before. Come on. I need to be done with this. No, oh god. I'm making all sorts of mistakes today. Sorry about this, guys. I'm just a bit out of it. Edward's not here. It's gotta be It's gotta be somewhere in here then. Yes, I want to see the things. No, I don't think so. I think I'm just probably overthinking this. Something I overlooked. Oh, yes. Yes, I knew it. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright would ask me for help. I was investigating... I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. He froze the game again. Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate the room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. It just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you here, you can borrow this. Oh, hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. Finally. It looks pretty cool on my lapel, don't you think? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. So do I, Phoenix. So do I. Finally, let's get out of here. We still have to investigate the room itself. Can we use the thing now? The evidence room is behind that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha! The card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, well, what's made my Bambina sky so gray? Yes! Officer Marshall! Somehow I knew. What's that somehow I knew look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what are you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. I think we received that lunch from Angel Star. Maybe... That smell. Reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Star. What's this? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask anything more. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Gotta love Marshall, man. The characters in this case are just amazing. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. That poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. Nice. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know. So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed Zippy. No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Alright. Miss Star told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Star, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved in the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case. That's right. The evidence transfers. Edgeworth was talking about the transfers too. Interesting. Sorry about my chair. It really doesn't want to cooperate with me. Maybe I mistreat her a bit too much. I know maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like this stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased after a few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they in one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. They go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. Oh, sorry about that. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card passed through. Huh, interesting. So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transfer thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the police station. Damn. That's what we call transfer. We do it every February. I see now. Transfer is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever, dead. Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. Alright, let's just get this out of the way. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot. The number on this is 5842189. Again. Officer Marshall, show us the ID number on that ID card record. There it is. Look, the 4th number. It's a perfect match. It was used at 514, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So, when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. Oh, wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked him to deploy his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me! Ouch. If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. Thanks. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Alright, let's go inside the evidence room. At last! February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So, this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Gumshoe! Yee! What? Oh god, did she slap him? Would she live with the gates? Yes. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard? Right, oh please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police can't. Will owe anyone $50? Even me? Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're a boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Okay. I love Gumshoe as well. One of them, an amazing character. So, Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day? That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using our findings from yesterday's investigation to prepare for the trial. In other words, Detective Gumshoe got kicked out of the investigation again. I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. And in my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Of course. I'm a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess that's what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. Why? Did you think it would be the DL6? Well, we resolved that already, so no. Oh. Anyway, yeah, that case. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using this ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my 3rd card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yes, but even I can lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with their fingerprint. That's the only locker we can open. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zap, you get a shock. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There's even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Oh, interesting. So let's see if you can talk more about SL9. Detective Goodman's note, and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Now that was a bloody, violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? A serial killing. A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight. And started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transfer the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Interesting, so... Alright. Let's see what we can find. Let's spray some luminol. There we go. I knew it. This is someone's right handprint. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker, it's mine. It's yours? Please, you have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective. You idiots. Is there somewhere else? Oh, hello. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This might just be something significant. Wow. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow 50 bucks from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I'd better not. I'll better jot it down on the floor plans. Alright, back to normal. Let's examine this. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. The case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? To-do list by Luminol. Another piece of SL9 incident. Check it out closer, of course. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You want to try to put it back together? Ah, good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. Wow. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. A tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh wait, no, it's here. Oh god, I forgot about this. Okay, let's see. No, oh god. Buy more luminol. Okay, let's see. Oh, I can see it already. It's gonna be hard. Is it like, oh. Nope. Okay, no, it's not this one. This might take a while, so strap yourselves in, I guess. Oh god. There we go. First one done. Alright. It's not this, really? Oh, for the dents. I think it's this one. Yeah! Now it's this one. Nice. It can't be this. It has to be this one. There! Nope. Nope. It's this one. There we go. It's not this one, really? Then it is this one. No, it has to be this one, I guess. Nope. No, I want to rotate it. Jesus. There. Complete. Only that chunk is missing. Sorry about that, I need to stretch. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. That only took me 2 minutes to do. The problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. It's a jar, I think. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Alright. Nice. What's this? Blood! It's a little worn, But there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright, what if there are other bloodstains left in the room? We should use a testing fluid to... Yeah, I've seen that. What is a saw and paint doing here? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Oh no! Gumshoe! Did you do what I do? Did you do what I think you did? Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger? Well, you might say that this is my studio. I don't think there's more blood in the floor. Here in the evidence room? Well, is there anything else? There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. A guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck without some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe was evidence hanging out a lot too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. Wow. We're going to talk behind someone's back. Don't do it right in front of them. Well, that kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. I'm not so sure about the dreams. It won't open. I guess I should have known. Hey pal, our security is high-tech around here. Alright, maybe I have to present you something. Are those cleaning supplies? I don't see them. Alright, let's... Oh yeah. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. Ah, I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Wow! What is it? That second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. Oh god. What? What? Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Ooh. Interesting. I think I need to go talk to Edgeworth now. Hey, Marshall. Hi, Marshall. I just want to hurry this up. Oh god, it's been an hour already with the direct and everything. I really want to finish the trial section today as well, so I don't want to get stuck again. I might speed things up if I need to. Whoa, 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 okay. Alright, let's see what else. Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is. Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere. Hey, look! It's all the stuff from Turnabout Goodbyes. I've seen that somewhere before. Hi, pal, that's that metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out of Good Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. Oh! Oh my god, is this? And I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a radio locator. I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. What? What foreshadow, my dude? This is foreshadowing to its maximum. I mean, this game was made after a case in a later game. No, this case was made after, like, a later case in a later game that makes you use this. What foreshadow? Wow, these guys are sneaky. That cheap-looking box? You can't judge a person on a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. Wow, dude, that is some foreshadow right there. Well, maybe I have to Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing. That's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. Okay, thank you. Can't I do anything else besides this? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you were right. Sorry. You were right, Juanjo. Sorry, I didn't hear. There must have been a massive amount of blood here. I've never seen so much before. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, Detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien? This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. You know, I never do. I'll make a note of it in the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. Is there more? I don't think there's more. Alright. Sorry about this. Yeah, the investigation Rise from the Ashes is actually revealed. Look, this one's open, and there's an indicator tag stuck on it still. Our locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker? Hey, Brian Van Riesen. Okay. Oh wait, is this BVR? Oh, that is BVR. Oh my god, I just saw it. I just made the connection with the initials of your name. Logic indicated that if someone died there, blood should be everywhere on the floor. Wow. Okay, so that. Oh, I get it. Okay. Well, thanks a lot for not subbing it with an alt. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Yeah, it's a little worn, yeah. But I've done that. There has to be something else. Maybe one of my friends like Phoenix Wright. Wow. Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy that caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away. Oh, hey, that's one of those human profiles for range targeting. And my viewer counter is broken again. God damn it, Emma! What? I didn't do anything. Nah, I don't think. No, I really don't. This time, there shouldn't be any blood outside. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. No. I'm done with school. Come on, yes, I know. Alright. Oh, hey. There we go. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it. Oh, nice. That's cool. Finally, I'm done. Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm going to go give them my report for today. It might help, you know. Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? God damn it, Gumshoe. Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when we've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off about later. Finally. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say too. Oh, we're out of the evidence room at last. That took way too long. Now let's go to the prosecutor's office at last as well. Here we go. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Oh, the bellboy. Ah, guests. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Uh-huh. Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. You don't look so good, Edgeworth. Ah, it's you. You have the hotel bring in tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the District Prosecutor's Office inquiry? Precisely. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Oh yes, he brought me some information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. Oh my god! I just realized it again! They foreshadowed a later game! What? They're crazy! Still, I know this case was made after the whole trilogy, but they're crazy. They just foreshadowed the third game of the series. Like, that radio locator was for the second game, and this is for the third game. Holy crap, I just realized it. How could I miss this? It's like my second or third time playing through this. I think he was trying to console me somehow. I think the report is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney, however. Something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you? Why? Why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still, wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Well, let's talk about your ID card, Edgeworth. Oh, right. I better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage. Edgeworth, you went to the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a trial that wrapped up half a year ago. They told me you wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I'd better make a note of it. Unrelated evidence. Screwdriver. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Something else I can show you? Maybe talk about SL9? Hey Golly, thanks for coming in. My little Persona 5 New Game Plus session is done. Ooh. How's it going, Golly? Thank you for coming. Oh, the music stopped. Actually, I've downloaded a game. Not downloaded. I bought a game today that is very much like Persona. I think it's called Danganronpa. I bought the second game because I've seen the first game entirely on YouTube. Caffeine, a lot of it. Oh god, yes. And I bought Danganronpa 2 actually, because I've seen the first one and I wouldn't get surprised. So I bought the second. Yes, welcome to Spur. God bless the one I watched play that game. I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident, and some dark suspicion you were wrapped in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life, as I recall. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. Yes, I saw him. Dude, he's probably my favorite YouTuber so far. Like, on the internet. I'm not even joking. That guy is phenomenal. I don't know how he's not more popular. That guy is freaking amazing. A bad memory. He's talking about the murder in the elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Bruh. Alright, let's talk to Edgeworth about the allegations of Ardray. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. Involved troubled teens killing monsters and killing a guy. Well, it involves troubled teens with special abilities, each one fighting a somewhat monstery bear, and it has the power of hope and despair. It has some correlating themes. You know what I'm saying? It's not exactly the same thing, but it has some common themes. That's what I meant to say. That smile, that damn smile. That wacky old cook probably was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. He was the best we had. It was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why it was the deputy chief of police on the investigation. In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murder. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? You still working on that scientific investigation? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid, There is no only despair. God damn it. Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints! It's not the thing I'd be... I fear no man. Yes. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know? I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? I feel like that. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. And I know just exactly where it is. Edgeworth smiling, yes. Just wait for justice for all. Yeah. The locker is not getting... Oh, come on. That terminology is not a... Oh, everyone left. I don't see anyone. Marshall left, Star left, Gumshoe left. Oh. February 23rd, evidence room sector 3. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Yeah, this is going... Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. Wait, let me just... I'm sorry about this. Let me just see if this is working. Because I need control config. No, it has to be the microphone config. Oh, I just committed a big oopsie. Microphone, numpad plus. Yeah, sure, it works. A finger? Each finger lives behind a slightly different imprint. So, ooh, sorry about that. Oh god, the burps, why? So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Jesus, Emma. Alright, let's go to this one. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? Oh, I don't know. Just touch the screen, like, see? It looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? I mean, I know this is a tutorial, but Phoenix, how dumb can you get? You just blow with your breath, like a normal person. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See, wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. I'm not gonna make allegations. I'm not gonna make correlations. I'm not gonna make anything of that sort. I'm just here to have fun. What? My OBS has crashed. My OBS crashed? It didn't. Hey, Mixmax, thanks for coming in, man. How's it going? You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Miss Wright. I guess I'd better give it a try. Alright, let's go. Cover the entire thing. Sorry if you hear my mouse like going crazy in the background. It's Ring the Funny powder. God, this is getting some serious lag. Alright, go! Oh my god, that's not even... It's not... Oh god. No, Juanjo, no. Too bad, Juanjo, wow. I've committed an... Oh, yes. Your OBS is crashed. And the viewer has crashed too. Don't do it, Eduardo. Don't do it. Don't do it yet. Ah, you did it. You found one. But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigation. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Everything crashes around it. Oh, God. Looking at the locker door again closely. Oh, I see someone else. Do not say more. I will revoke a room. Oh, wow. Sasha! Oh my God, who touched Sasha? Who touched my gun? Seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody... Yeah, I see it. I see it. I see it. You winners don't do drugs. Let's go with this. Has anyone seen the Mr. T advertisement against drugs? That thing is hilarious. Alright, let's go. Yay, a print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So, we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint. Mr. T. Yes, thanks, Jontron. Exactly. And not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edward. And point out the person you think left this print. How am I supposed to know who it was? I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do. Oh my God, it looks like... Oh no. Why? So, whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker? I don't know, maybe the person who the locker belongs to? I don't know, just an idea. Hey Jamie, welcome. Hey Jamie, welcome to the stream, my dude. I'm pulling a Gogeta. Wow. Oh, it wasn't even on the main. It wasn't even on the main account. That's horrible, man. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking so what. Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. No. I'm looking at my chat very closely because I know someone's gonna make the reference to a really bad song. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. The thing is, I pulled it during school, so I kinda had to hide. Oh! Oh my god. So you didn't get Gogeta from your main account? That's bad. Right, there was another fingerprint here, right? Yes. No. Actually, that's acceptable. That's acceptable. That's acceptable, wow. How are we supposed to get this fingerprint to work? There was a handprint in here. This is where we... Oh, there we go. This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right? Right! There was a handprint here. Okay, want to try using this? There go her eyes sparkling again. Oh, I can't deny a person whose eyes sparkle because of science! Actually, it wasn't that song, but... I'll take it. It's better than I thought it would be. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blow was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area would have been wiped away too. Oh, right. Sparkly eyes for science! The power of science! Man, my favorite video of game science. I think it's called game science. I'm not sure. I haven't watched a video of those in a long time. It's the science, yeah, the science. My favorite video has to be the portal one because, oh my god, Einstein is one of my favorite subjects ever. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me! Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Interesting then, huh? Oh look! Thank you. Gotta put it all around. On the handle. Now you're thinking with stupidity. There we go. Alright, let's see who this is. Let's change the screen again. Let's see. Okay. Wait a minute, was it? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Perfect match. No, this plan mistake is like... Okay, see you later, Jamie. Hey, these fingerprints, they... Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma. These are perfect English, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna read it like it was supposed to be. These are decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh! So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain. But why would Officer Marshall... It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Alright, we're gonna dive into the trial actually, so strap onto your seats. We are on to the second trial. Let's go. Because I need to finish this week, as I've said before, and there's no way I'm doing this if I skip trial today. February 24th, 9:41 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. So what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are, honestly. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at the other crime scene. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday, I was indisposed. It seems this aerial faith plate very healthy, but mashing. Is that a reference that I'm missing? Probably. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. Which is finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So, how'd it go? It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. But Lana? Oh, okay, yes. I'm quoting GLaDOS, yeah. Don't tell me you... Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Sky, We discovered traces left by a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. You found Officer Marshall's traces? Bloodstained fingerprints, to be exact. Whoa, That's the term card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? We have to play the cards we were dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. I find it funny that this woman did not want my assistance at the beginning of the case, and now it's just like, you know what? If it means I can go free, just accuse that other guy. Just accuse the hell out of him. February 24th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Let's go. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Defense is ready, Your Honor. I'm right, I can be it. The prosecution is... I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach criminal affairs from the prosecutor's office. The victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as a prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today, I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. Do you believe in? Yes. I would like to believe in magic because that would give me a chance to probably use Synergy in real life. And that's supposed to be an admirable trait. Very well, let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? The power of logic. Things are getting wild from the get-go. Sir. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I'm Officer Mike Meegan, sir. My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir. That would be murderer. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You've got to believe me, sir. I just burst your ears, sir. Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is... Sir, I'm telling what you call a part of the younger generation, sir. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir. No. Golly just lost all faith. Golly's just like, no, not him. Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir, as you wish. After all, I am a part of the generation that must be told what to do, sir. You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. I'm getting the gun and I'm going to shoot that damn megaphone. Crime report, sir. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trying to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you. Do unto the others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. Defense may begin its cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. So, time to press! Time to poke that Meekins. Poke, poke, poke. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. Yikes, now there's a scary thought. Evidence transfer was taken place on the day of the crime. Justice! Are you perhaps referring to Apollo Justice, our boy? Our fluffy boy? Which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the head detective, sir. No! No, get away! I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transfer process. That was my sole mission for today, sir. I see. Sounds like a very important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. I'm talking intaking like... Oh god. Like the final criminal. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that is a scary thought, golly. That is a scary thought. So that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? Spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. Hold it! In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck. So then, your ID number should be listed in here, right? There it is! I found it! There's the one right here! Will you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It's 4989. It's 4989 596. Beware my... Damn. That's my number, sir. I should play Fire Emblem. So one of these days, at least. I see, huh? But the number 5989596 is shown as being used twice. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go in and get him after everything settled down. I see. So it was during that second time when? Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the split security screen. Nice. I was only doing what I was trying to do. I was suddenly attacked. This is the most blood-based strategy game. That doesn't sound fun. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir. A knife. Detective Goldman pulled a knife on you. What happened then? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. That's when I got... That's how I got this catch on my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be... When I saw the blood tickling from my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. I fought for my life, then I did it. Okay. What exactly do you mean when you say you did it? I know I don't look like the type, but I'm really into kung fu movies, sir. This man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. You took his knife? Oh, really? Just need to avoid unnecessary gambles, so don't rely on crits or low hit. That's not me. I like to run straight head straight into danger. You've seen that in TF2. I have died so many stupid times. I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. I see. He must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then... The next thing I knew... Yes? He punched me right in my face, sir! And that's how you lose, yes. And if I'm correct, death is permanent in Fire Emblem, isn't it? Yeah, like your units don't come back to life. It's like real life, but with magic and swords and axes. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me in the face. About what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30. He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain, just like I am now, because I'm bleeding from my ears because of this damn megaphone. That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. See, even the judge doesn't like him, and the judge likes everyone. Your mission? The way to make it go your favorite grind like hell. Fair enough. Yes, sir, the Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand. Yes, that's good. Well, we can all rest easy now. Nice. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murder? Was the man this officer murder really the victim? He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins. Oh my god. I hate the burps. With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my cell. Chief Cat delivered it to me just this morning, sir. The chief delivered it? What is that? A videotape? Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. Dude, think about this. This is 2017 we're talking about. Who uses VHS? I know they didn't look that forward into the future, but God. This was done in 2005. Dude, that would be amazing, actually. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room. Objection! What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and I was told it had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. The starting stats are usually more important than growth rates. If we talk about... Oh, okay. I get so you probably want to finish the fight as fast as possible. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only good thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. A video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? Oh, this part, I remember it. Oh no! I hate this section. I hate it. Like, I'm not even joking. Because we're gonna have to review this footage and it's not fun. At least it's in full 3D. I like how the Blue Badger's flag is conveniently covering the face of the guy. Yes, those were my... Oh! I noticed something. You look at Edgeworth. Even Edgeworth's like, oh god damn it. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred up within us? Oh, okay. That's... Yeah, that's fair enough. What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that's the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. It's the Blue Badger, sir. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Thank you. Yes, well, anyway, this tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone in the evidence room, and, some sort of, activity did take place. I think I've seen Isaac's avatar as, in Fire Emblem style. That was actually really cool. Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir. As you wish, sir. Mystery Man. His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. This person's called... God damn it. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, so it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. I think I know... Oh god. What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean The victim at the crime scene would have been Detective Goodman. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Lying cold and... Oh my god, that song is amazing. By the way, I already know what to present, honestly. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna present it. Regarding the video contained on this tape, like I like how casual I was. I just didn't say anything. I was just like click, 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 click. Objection! There is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Strange. This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not be Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction. He would start in the mercenary class and promote... Yeah. I don't know the classes, but by the names, I can totally see that. Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Wright. I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. He would want me to point it out. Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. Oh, I hate this part. I will now play the security tape. I also know what to present, because if I didn't, how did I know what to present in the testimony? I have to point out a problem in the video? This is the first time I've ever had to do that. Ooh. You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Exactly, yeah. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video. How did this guy ever become a police officer? Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates this man may not be Detective Goodman? Wait a minute. I'm gonna pause because I wanna check something. If the stream is alright. Yes. Alright, let's... Is it this? I think it's this. Yes, I got it. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins. There's a lot of... God damn it. Sir, do you mean me, sir? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. Stop playing that music! When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If the print matches the registered data, the light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. There is no ground magic. Oh, boo. Well, that depends. Yeah, Isaac, given the Soul Blade, yeah, totally physical attacker. Garrett can be used as well for physical attacks with the Excalibur. And attack enhancing items, but we're not here to talk about Coulson, damn it. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Can we stop playing this thing? This is creeping me the F out. When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind to a little earlier. God, the Blue Badger's movements in reverse are even scarier. Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Ah! Or, what's the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker was unlocked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know it was broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Oh well, just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes, why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Maybe something like jammed the electronic system? Something jammed the sensor? Say, there's something else that seems out of place in this video. Fire, wind, and thunder. Then there's light and dark too. Well, Dark Dawn introduced Umbra and Sol, I think, so that's not too far-fetched. The last one we really needed would be ground, I think, and water as well. There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage. Very well, let's inspect the video once more. Locker wasn't locked. Mr. Wright, please point out the cause for this. Oh god, here we go again. Let's fast forward a bit. I think I know what to point out. There it is. Take that! Oh, god. Please watch closely. This is a continuation of the part I showed earlier. And we're gonna watch it again because I'm a sadistic bastard. And I want you to suffer with the blue eyes. With the blue eyes white dragon. Come forth, blue eyes white dragon. No, suffer with the blue badger. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. What, sir? It's been my experience that things fall out when doors are open. Those sadists. I often fall out and roll great distances when I open my car door too. We can't be sure that item was in the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? Oh my god, again? At least the music isn't playing, but still again? Stop. It even stopped there for a second. This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times I get stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me. Soulless eyes. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator. At the crime scene, there just might have been something that fits the description. But sir, my insulator, you don't mean... I think I finally got this figured out. Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the locker door? Well, we found the rubber glove. I found this near the locker, a thin rubber glove. Oh, we can't be sure that wasn't the victim's locker. Like a glove. It feels... Oh my god, it fits like a glove. Oh, the buttons, they hurt. I am physically hurting myself. It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so? Is this not so, Officer Meekins? Sir! It would appear so, sir! Order! 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 Again. So we are to believe, are we to believe that the victim whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room is not Detective Goodman? We suffer as those soulless eyes, so retribution is a must. Not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Miss Redford? The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in this video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. The pets are surrounding my room. Are they preparing a full-on assault? Human, I demand more attention. Sir? Me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. Is this a joke? Am I a joke to you? Very well, begin your testimony. Mystery Man 2. There's one other thing that proves that the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. FBI, open up. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective will use this card. That is true. An ID card report. I see. Record. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. He's just looking for a place where he could take a nap. The ID used at 514 is that of... No, oh, it's Edward. The ID used at 514 is that of the victim. Just before the crime, hmm? Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transfer. Why were there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room was only used for storing certain special cases. Updated ID card. That would have been amazing. That let's see. How was it? That card ID is outdated. What? Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on the end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases up for transfer there, and most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Now let us move on to the cross-examination. Who is this, the all sevens guy? I can't tell you. That would be spoiling. One other thing that proves I know what to present as well. Again, I am being completely silent because I know that is this. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. And I know this because it's one of the few things I remember from my last playthrough because I got stuck here. I got legit stuck here and I didn't know what to do because nothing pointed to the ID. Nothing. So I had to be stuck here like what? 3 hours? Yeah, 3 hours stuck in this trial. You truly ask me? I know, don't worry. It's gonna be explained later. No loose ends on this game. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. Oh, I'm not good at waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I meant the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor? You'll find out, laddie. Speaking of Scottish accents, oh my god. I'm not going to spoil anything in Kingdom Hearts 3 if anyone's a fan of this in the chat, but Jesus Christ, Scrooge McDuck's voice is phenomenal. That's all I have to say. I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. Lost item report? It's only half completed. But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there's a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Oh, got the burps. Order! So now, what does this all mean? It can only mean one thing. It doesn't require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. The old pal Scrooge? It's been a while since I've seen that lad. Order! Does the prosecution have a response? I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Bravo? Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the men... Oh! Didn't we just... We're so dumb. We just proved that he was at the parking lot. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the men Officer Meekins encountered... Execute Order 66. The evidence room was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. Oh god, I knew it. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That is... Well, I guess that's right. Phoenix, haven't you figured it out by now? There's something wrong, Mr. Wright. Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't good. Finally, Well, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've got to such lengths to prove. Phoenix Wrong. Oh man, the Phoenix Wrong videos are some of my favorite on YouTube. The parodies of Phoenix Wright are amazing. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means the murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. Oh man, what a video. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Miss Lena Sky, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness. Observe the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Good job, Phoenix. Good job, Phoenix. You did it. You did yourself proud. I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Beacons encountered? I leave a... Oh god. And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something or else Lana... What do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. I leave a rabbit. Whoa! What? I'm probably missing something right now, actually. I probably did. However, it cannot be said that it isn't related to the murder in the parking lot. Do it. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edworth? Yes, Your Honor? If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses would be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Good, Anakin, good. Kill him. Time to call a certain Texas Rangers to the stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean... Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh? Whom do you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. he just comes... Imagine instead of Jake Marshall, just the engineer comes. Yeah! We need a dispenser right here. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have testify. What is his or her name? It's obviously... Sir, I just testified, sir. Okay. Let's just get the right person. I told you don't touch that. Oh my god. That would have been beautiful. Like, his excuse for murder. I told you don't touch that darn thing. Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? I can't let him know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. And leave... Oh, God. Court in recess. No. I just got bamboozled. Okay. I'm gonna leave now. No, I'm not. February 24th, 11:32 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Hey, Lana. There's no stopping you, is there? There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out. She oh my god, she's using a scarf. Edgeworth just comes in. This isn't my channel yet. Oh god. I haven't figured anything out. Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? I hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh god damn it. Kill her with fire. Oh, yes I am. I'll come back later. You are not a Muji. Oh god. Oh, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here? I've seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, detective. You better be, pal. Hey, 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 hey! I didn't see you there, Miss Guy. You idiots! You complete idiots! The autopsy report says the cause of death was a heavy... was a heavy caliber tripod mounted on a little low number designed by me. Built by me. God damn it. God, did you see a sentry dismantled outside of the crime scene? You got me good there, golly. Oh god. That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked? This is the Jenny and Wind Pibble. Oh god. You mean this, right? My apologies, detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you, ask me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident? I'm sure this fight, yeah, that's... But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them. I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, was a witness in that case. Miss Sky was a witness? Take it from me. You don't want anything to do with this with serial murders. Oh, what? Now that I've brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma, but why? Why is your name in here? What? My name's in there? I don't know. Unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana! This SL9 incident, is that... That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as... the Joe Dart killings. Joe Dart... No, Lana! That's over with! No! Emma, wait! She ran away. What the hell is happening? You know what? I just remember I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth? Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Ace Attorney Petter. Oh yeah, I've seen that! I've seen that as well. That was amazing. Actually, I've seen one in which the Heavy was the defense attorney. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. I better take a good look at this file. Give the scarf to Emma. She can use it. Oh my god. Imagine Emma being... Oh god. Imagine Emma being an adept. Let's solve science with magic! And just use... God. Just makes like some sort of stupid water synergy that detects blood. Alright, let's continue on. I have some time today, so I'm gonna stream for about half an hour more. So then I can finally finish today's stream. This stream has been long. February 24th, 12:14 p.m. District Court Room number 9. Gunman of Synergy. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Emma didn't come back. Oh, burps incoming. There it is. Sorry about that. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Hey there. Hey there, buddy. I'm an engineer. That means I solve problems. Not problems like what is beauty, because that would fall within the purview of your conundrums and philosophy. I solve practical problems. God. For example, okay, I need to stop. Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man. Same as you, wandering the trails of civilization. Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Oh, damn! Not cool, Juanjo, not cool. But he is. Oh, I know, you're a patrolman. As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling you down. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor. Howling wind? I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before. Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. Yeah, nobody cares. He's too badass. He can do whatever the hell he wants. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place. Is this correct? According to the papers, partner. What do you mean? Desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up. Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In English. Just start speaking Japanese. Kore de wa. My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone ore card. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at the Street Side Saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time to hit the trail. SMH. I can't say I particularly care for your attitude. I can say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Damn! Damn! Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems? I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those. Yes, well, what about the fingerprint-activated locks inside the evidence room? Fingerprint-activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those? He's not being very helpful. He's not that good with machines, or with following orders. Everyone's got their weaknesses now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours. As I said, I got stuck in this trial, so I'm gonna continue on because I know what to present. I think if my memory serves me right. That's why I got fired. No, not this. There we go. Yes, I got you. Officer Marshall? Doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this? After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. And yeah, you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. It would make me so... oh god. Or to be exact, a handprint. Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crib. I pay my respects. That is, I make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there. Yeah, but with blood? I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. Yep, there it is. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the crime scene? He's like a highly... I don't think... No, he's not corrupt. You'll see what I mean probably tomorrow's stream, honestly. The blood was wiped away. However, a luminol test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall? It seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall? About the blood-stained fingerprints. Very well, you may begin your testimony about your fingerprints found at the scene of the crime. He probably has those weapons registered as well. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be in the same place as the bloodstained handprint. The murderer touched the locker when my fingerprint was by chance. The bloodstain and fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See? I had nothing to do with it. The witness's explanation appears valid, although there's room for doubt. Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. This guy's hiding something, I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Why clean one and not the other? Well, I don't know if that's it. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. Okay, let's press on everything. That's because you, how did you put it, pay your respects once a month? Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine. What? What do you mean? I mean what I said. That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams. I see. It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker. Apparently his fingerprint data was never changed. He must have been using the fingerprint lock without even knowing it. Okay. One of them just happened to be on the same place. So then, what about the bloody handprint? Wasn't mine. It's no mystery. Please explain. My locker is covered with my fingerprints. It just so happened. I don't mean to be that guy, well, but it was cleansed. Also, I don't think that's the issue here. The murderer touched the locker with my fingerprints was by chance. Never put your neck to retrieve mail only for it to be advertising. Oh, damn! The chances of that happening are 1 to 1,000,000 to 1. On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. Oops. Oops, I did an oopsie. I'm not an English expert. I never claimed to be. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna shut up now. You ain't gonna get no reward for me with a mere fingerprint. I wanna know why? The blood stain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Are you sure about that, though? I'm sorry. Unrelated? They're as different as night and day. Kind of like cereal and cereal. One's got to do with breakfast, and while the other is a type of murder. He's right. Although seemingly alike, they're totally different. I don't see what homonyms. Are you letting... Well, I do play my sorries. I do pay my apologies where they are needed, and in this case they were. So, yeah. Oh yes, that's true, Golly. I did a reaction to it in the beginning of the stream. Hopefully it doesn't get copyright. It probably will though. Anyways, I don't see what homonyms have to do with this. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? How do you know that? I may be a loner. Apologize just... The puns! They hurt! They hurt! I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up the reports. There was a bloodstain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer. That's right. It was found in Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. So that would mean the murderer wearing gloves happened to place his hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint. That's the only logical conclusion. Are you starting to get the picture, partner? The picture? Oh my... No! No, stop! Please! The seal of blood in the desert is just food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's this. The security tape. So long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise. This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I'll then continue your testimony, Officer Marshall. Too bad it wasn't on me on that video, right, partner? Glad you said that. Okay, nope. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that testimony. How exactly are the evidence in that statement? I don't know, he just talked about the videotape, maybe? They aren't they? No, they aren't. I'm gonna blow up one of your exclamation points. Kaboom! I hate you. What do you mean by that? You want to tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have. But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Places you can't see. If these... I'll make her dis... I'd make it... Oh, God. No! 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 The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, he could leave the room without being caught on tape. We don't have time for your speculation, Mr. Wright. Well, Mr. Wright, you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present. Please do so now. I have. I think I do. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall. Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake. Just the fact that there is no fifth case in Justice for All. Show us this incriminating evidence of the witness. Oh God. Alright, let's fast forward to the end because I know exactly what I'm talking about. This music's stuck in my head now. Hope you're satisfied. There it is. Easy. Bringing our attention back to the security camera. This is what I originally noticed when the video first played. It's a mistake I'm afraid you will soon not forget, Officer Marshall. The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less? It can... That's a very valid point, Collie. Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Damn, exactly 8. That's my boy Phoenix. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. See this locker that has a white cloth sticking out? This is the witness's locker. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. Again. God damn it, Blue Badger, get out of my face! Oh, the white cloth, it's gone! What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Oh God. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. Order! Order! What? Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened the locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? I don't know, maybe because you need your fingerprint to open your locker? Like, come on, we just talked about this like seconds ago. This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate to rain on your parade. I'm right. Oh God, OBS is going dumb. OBS is going dumb. I've been streaming for far too long. Oh shoot. Alright, I'm just gonna try to continue streaming for a bit more. Hold on tight, everyone. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person here who can open that particular locker. Oh yeah? I'll call your bluff. You say I opened that locker, now prove it. Fingerprint sensor. We talked about this earlier today. Sorry if you experienced some lag in the stream. OBS just became dumb for a second. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this? Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. Oh god. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There's even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? Oh, this part is so good. This part is so good. I only got one word for you, partner. No! Order, order, order! Witness, explain yourself. If this is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard. I assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Oh, wait. That's racist. Please answer the question. Aren't truth bullets from Danganronpa? You have 20 seconds to live. Damn. What is he now, a bullfighter? That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here. We can? Have a look at these floor plans. There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. That's so then. Where was the witness? It seems Mr. Wright has an answer. You'll never get me alive! Ah! That's right, the only possible conclusion. Well then, let's hear it. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime? That's the point. The victim was... who? This guy? Okay, I got it wrong. Officer Marshall was standing right here. So Officer Meekins didn't notice him standing there. That's almost as credible as Meekins' warp theory. Your chamber's empty, partner. Better reload. And I did an oopsie twice in this trial. Yay! Congratulations, Eduardo. You suck. You should think a little more about where Officer Marshall was. So if it wasn't the killer, he was the victim. Oh, I'm stupid. Runs on Jamaican. That means the only place he could have been would be... Well, let's hear it. Again, this time don't screw it up, or else I'll blow another exclamation point. And you won't get any more chances in the next games, because they turn into elf bars. Okay. There, but that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was. Correct, unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in this video is Officer Marshall. Turns into overcharged heavy. It was you dressed up like Detective Goodman. But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure. May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his card, sir. Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond? He simply pulled a knife on me. Ooh, Daedalus. Run, Tiny. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on this ID card. Oh, I get it. If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall? You got quite an imagination, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it. You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have hard evidence to proving Anna's dressed up as a victim. Can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition. I can't say I care for your beer, but you don't see me complaining. Again. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence? Any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as a victim? Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat. This can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do? Edgeworth to the rescue. It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics. The basics? For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me. Nick, try thinking outside of the box. Try to BS your way out of this one! And yes, this is another Nico B reference. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall wasn't in disguise. But rather I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise. Why do you think this locker was open in the first place? What do you mean? There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance that it might be discovered later, as it has been. Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker. According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Forbidden. Oh, God damn it. You're only allowed to wave as it passes by. After the crime was committed. Yes. Random crits are fair and balanced. What the hell are you talking about? He opened his own locker for some unknown reason. The fact that the white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside. So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth? Perhaps the video is the key to all our answer. I don't have any evidence, so the video is my only shot. I don't know what now. Let's take yet another look at the security tape. Oh, frick. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness had to open his locker. I hate this. Alright. Was it because it was bloody? Oh, I know what it is. There. Hello. Oh god. For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room. I don't know what that reason was yet. Yeah. However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When you asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. A bloody white coat. You couldn't just walk out like that, so you hid the coat in your locker. Not bad, huh, partner? Are we done? Are we done with the trial? Please tell me. Please tell me yes. I'm dying. A demo knight accidentally charging and critting with cloaks. Oh! Golly. Let me level with you really quick. I have one word to counter that BS. By that amount of BS. Huntsman. That's all. All then, Officer Marshall. Are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have to be here now, would we? Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did, all of it. All right. It seems the time has come. Here we go. I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out and managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. So the supposed victim was really you? There's one thing I still don't understand. Large quantities of blood traces were found on the floor of the evidence room. And if no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is that he's the donor. It looked like too much blood for that. Alright, I think I know what to present, honestly. It's the SL9 incident. Let me just check it. Incident number SL9 closed. Criminal Joe Dark, crime serial murder, sentenced death. Jeez. Victims: Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Headed Kirby, Rachel Moss, Jed Bates, Neil Marshall. Ah, interesting. Head prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, witnesses Lana Skye and Emma Skye. Investigation Task Force, executive investigators Damon Gannon, Lana Skye, head investigator Bruce Goodman, investigators Jake Marshall and Angel Starr. Yep, it's this. It's not this! I'm down to 2! Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? I think you're down to 2, you idiot! Oh, god damn it, I didn't want to... You idiot. If I do 2 more, I'm... Alright, let's press. When you say it, you mean... You even have to ask, partner. The SL9 incident. 2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transfer that day. Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over. What did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room? When a case is closed, only a detective who was in charge of it can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time, no matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine. But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it? That day was my last chance. That's why I... So the detectives I didn't dress like him. I plan to take out the evidence. Alright, let's go. Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman? If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transfer, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. So you did it to fool the security camera. And the detective's ID card? Still that the morning of the incident. So that really was why Goodman started filing out that lost item report. I returned his ID card, left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot. The ID card I found was left up there by Officer Marshall. So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprint activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Normally, a locker shouldn't have opened. So it opened because a rubber glove was stuck in the door by chance? Then Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off? I should say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. Officer Meekins certainly is a one-in-a-million type person. Mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to should be shown his ID. I'll have to think a little more about his rise this year. When did Edgeworth get so much influence? Anyway, he threw himself at me and ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry it had to turn out that way, with me knocking him out and everything. By the way, what happened to your knife? Oh, you mean this one? I don't know what to say.
So what happened next? I don't care that you brought a knife into my courtroom. I just want to know what happened next. I'm intrigued. This is drama. I love this.
So you did your research beforehand? Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would make a difference though. The security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you blended your code in your struggle with Officer Meekins. If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there. What was Officer Meekins doing there at that time? What else? He was sleeping like a baby.
So what you're saying is on that day,
there wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place. What are you, blind? The victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So you stole the evidence from the locker Actually, no, I didn't. Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone.
What? Mr. Edward, where is that evidence?
It's still missing, Your Honor. What? Detective Goodsman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing? Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer. Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer? This is no small offense. Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. It can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary. Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution. Here comes. Like I said, this isn't your case. This one's mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with.
The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more.
This part is important. Like, I can't just forget the ESL9 incident. You know why? Can I present this now? Hopefully I can. There! I actually got scared for once. Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident. Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner. I have the SL9 incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. In a list of murder victims. Neil Marshall, are you related to this man? Neil Marshall? Yeah, I'm sure you've heard the name. 2 years ago, he received the same lousy prosecutor award you got.
What? A prosecutor?
He must be talking about the King of Prosecutors award. Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right. He was killed. And the case fell onto your hands.
What's his relation to you?
He was my brother. He was investigating the murders with Damon Gant, chief detective at the time. The group of detectives I was part of worked under them. We were desperate to prosecute the killer. Yikes! Joe Doc. My brother fought Doc and was killed. This was the first time Doc left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed. At least according to the public records.
What do you mean?
My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Doc. I knew my brother better than anyone. Oh, no one could have beaten him in a fight. And that's it. That's your reason for your insane actions. There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me.
Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime.
That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with this resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence. Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled. Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day. The things that happen by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder of the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department. Chance? It's got to be more than just that.
So if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one.
Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky. Oh, we're back to square one. But wait! A verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial. Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today. But there's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department. It seems to me this boy's got the draw on you, partner. All the mysteries at the police department have been uncovered. No contradictions remain. The murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Sky. There were no errors in the testimony of the witness, Angel Star. If you have a response, make it one word or less. Ah! Great response. I rest my case.
Seems this trial has reached its conclusion. There is no room for doubt.
Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department. There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was fake, but I didn't realize that would end up proving Lana guilty.
Well then, the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant.
It's Emma. It's gotta be Emma. 100%. Yep. Hello. Your Honor, wait! Emma. The defense has an objection. A scientific objection. Right? What do you mean, right?
It's right. Are you this girl's guardian?
Your Honor, in a sense. Please, Your Honor, all I'm asking is for a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please. I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3. I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings. Now that she mentions it, the names of both Sky Sisters were on that file. But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So I knew his fingerprint had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing. The other handprint. You mean the traces of blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker?
But no fingerprints were found on it, right?
No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So I ran over there and looked at it again. So did you find something? No. Good job, Emma. You know, you can be really helpful sometimes. Huh? Sorry, I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all. Is that all? Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student. And I'm just an attorney. But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can find something wrong with them... Please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can save Lana, it's you. Me? Oh boy.
Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright, with regard to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain?
It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Oh, that's right! Wait a minute, wasn't the blue badger placed ahead, like in front of it? How would the... Dude! Too much blood on the floor one. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. I like how the two people that are watching are just quiet. I didn't read Edgeworth, sorry. Are just quiet because this is so cool. This is amazing. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry I can't be of more use. But still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, Lana will be...
Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day.
Yes, Your Honor. If ever I've needed to concentrate, it's now. What could be wrong with that handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing? I object! This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction. The only thing that seems clear is your grasping, Mr. Wright.
You've been staring pretty intently at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them?
Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing. Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there? The blue badger. Yes, something that when drawn will completely change the meaning of the blood mark.
I just pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time. Very well, Mr. Wright.
With all this evidence here, there's got to be something I can use.
The question is, which item can prove something is missing in the floor plans?
What about that piece of plywood? The blue badger, the mascot of the police force. Defender of truth, guardian of proof. Of science! Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The blue badger is not here. So watch what happens when we put him in. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Well,
what?
Edgeworth realized it. That's right, as so long as the blue badger is dancing there, it would be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker. What? God, this is taking longer than I thought. I want it to be done by now. But hey, let's continue. Well, that means, just exactly what does that mean? It means it can't be done. What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniably found on that locker. Don't look at me, I didn't put it there. Mr. Wright, think it through scientifically. Emma. I can't go for another hour. I really can't. If I could, I would. On that afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the blue badger to the evidence room, right? After you put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker. So that must mean this blood mark was left there before the blue badger was brought in.
Just one moment, I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom.
It might sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation. On February 21st, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once but twice. But how? No, I really can't. I really can't do that, actually, because I have a strict time to do this. It's between 2 and 5, and I'm rapidly approaching the 5. Well, GMT, of course, Lisbon time. One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand, from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is, the other time. Someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered. Let's go BS our way out of this. That's ridiculous, I refute you. The murder portrait in the security tape has been proven to be a fake. However, that does not explain the blood mark found on the locker. So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves it occurred. Yes. When did the first incident occur?
Surmise the defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Charlie Marshall, who was disguised as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that evidence room.
The blood mark on the locker proved this.
Very well, then tell us. When did this first incident occur? Proof must be presented.
Proof that shows when the murder took place. I'm gonna save, because I don't trust myself. I'm just gonna speed this up a bit, sorry. Sorry if people don't like me. Proof that shows them. There's only one piece of evidence that can show that.
Alright, will the defense please present its evidence? What shows what the...
It has to be the ID cards, right? If the crime took place inside the evidence room, then the perpetrator would have had to enter the room. In order to do so, an ID card is required.
An ID card? Oh! The ID card record!
Officer Meekins brought the blue badger panel into the evidence room at, let's see here, 4:50 p.m. If the crime took place before that time, then it would be 4:40.
Miles Edgeworth! Just what have you done?
I never figured you had nerve, boy. Put off the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure it out. It couldn't have been me. Nope, I ain't getting it.
I'm afraid I don't understand it either.
It's clear from the luminol test that blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood. That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer. I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible.
I would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room.
Let's look at the chart again. There's only one other card remaining. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. It's exactly 7 sevens. Talk about a lucky number.
But wait, that doesn't make any sense. How could Officer Goodman have entered the evidence room?
Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with seven sevens.
Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose ID number is 777777777.
That's 1 7 too many, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card. At least at present. What? Explain yourself, son. The ID number 77 belongs to someone with a rank of captain or higher. Someone who is a so-called executive officer. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity. But that's ridiculous! Just how... I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority. If an official charge filed against an executive is accepted. An official charge? You're all alike, aren't you? With your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how the prosecutor's office operates. Damn. I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate it if you keep your slander to yourself. Slander, is it? Okay. Let me ask you a question. Yes? No, not to you. To her, the defendant sitting over there. Your own little executive. Lana? Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course we've looked up her ID number, and it's not 77's. Don't blame me for a fool, partner. That's not what I want to ask. All I want to know is one thing, about that incident. Yes or line into it? Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence? Oof. This is still going on! Come on! Do you need the witness to repeat this question, Chief Prosecutor? I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time, occasionally, felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did. Oh no. Lana! I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law. Defendant, just what are you saying? I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? Can you look me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did? Chief Prosecutor, you did! I don't have to, Officer Marshall. Oh my god! Why don't you answer him? Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. But Lana! Even if it involved forging evidence. We just got completely screwed over. Good job! I am proud of you, Lana. I am proud of you. See, that's what I'm talking about. No. No! Order! 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 Lana's remarks caused such a stir. The chaos in the courtroom could not be quelled. The conclusion of the trial would have to wait until the following day. Holy crap. Finally! We're done! My legs are tired. My brain is tired. I am tired. It's 3 hours of streaming. Ugh, okay. Well, tomorrow we'll finish the last day of investigation, and Friday we are gonna finish up the case and the game once and for all. Guys, tune in tomorrow for the final day of investigation, as I said. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this stream, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new to the channel. If you want to get notified of my future streams/uploads, hit that little notification bell next to the subscription button. You know what to do. Link to my Discord will be in the description as well. And until next time, guys, peace!